Attention, reckless delegates. Gather around, reckless delegates. Welcome to another episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly with Joe Blackman and Botswana Papi. What's good? What's good, Joe?
What's poppin', Papi? What you saying, bro?
Oh man, another week, international break edition, man. I'm enjoying the break, but I'm also missing, real football.
Yeah, international break, but you know what? We got a lot to talk about this week, bro. I mean, thank God that our show's on Saturday, because if we didn't get the developments of yesterday, we wouldn't have such a fire show today, bro.
I know.
I'm telling you this right now, because boy. I'm not even going to get into it, because let's do it subject by subject. But hey,
okay,
we've got the bad and the ugly to start dissecting for you guys today, and we've got some interesting topics to kick off. So let's kick off with number one, the good. But
so
this week,
what's good?
This week, the only thing that I could say that was good about football in general for Man United fans is the fact that the top four race is on. It's on like
Yes, sir.
And to be fair, I don't really think we was ever out of the top four race. I just think that a lot of Man United fans like to panic too much. Obviously, we've not been in the best form from the start of the season, but you know what? We always said give it to January, we'll see what the table looks like. And look, as we approach January, look at what we're seeing. Yeah, Man United climbing, and certain teams plummeting due to situations unforeseen.
I know.
Unforeseen circumstances, you know what I mean? So
yeah. I mean, when you look at it, it's like 12 matches played so far, right? And with the 12 matches played so far, there's only 7 teams in the league that have 20 points and more. And we are in those 7. The number 7. We have 21 points, right? And the leader, Man City, is at 28. And we saw what could happen any day to any club. But we'll get to that.
Honestly, what I think is that the way I feel this season is that the league is actually closer than people think. Yeah. So we're going to take slip-ups for teams to start overtaking other teams. The title charge isn't just Man City right now. In fact, Arsenal's in there, Liverpool's in there. They are in there. So I don't think don't count Man City as winners just yet, honestly. But you never know. Points deductions could go their way too.
I know. I don't go anywhere.
You know what I mean? But anyway, let's not get into that. Let's wait.
I want to before we move. I want to ask you really quickly. Okay. So we have. I think Everton is our first fixture, and then after I'm just going to talk Premier League fixtures that are coming up. Newcastle after Everton, and then Chelsea, and then Bournemouth. From those 4 games, Joe, how many points do you think we'll pick up?
I would hope we could pick up 9 points out of those games, at least. 9. Why not?
Why not? Come on.
10 points. 10 points. That's win 3, draw 1. Why not?
Especially maybe if the injuries that are, that happened yesterday to our players, if they're not severe, I think.
While we're on the subject, obviously we don't know how Everton are going to react to the news that they received yesterday. So they're either going to be fired up or they're going to be dragging their heels. Now, the thing about it is, I think they're going to be fired up, Definitely will be fired up at first, but you know what? It's all about killing that fire. You've got to kill that fire when they step on the pitch, and are Man United capable of doing that to a team that's clearly going to be emotional? Yeah, they're going to be risking it all, because they're going to be feeling hard done by.
True that.
100%. I feel hard done by. I feel hard done by for them. But anyway, leave that for last. Yeah,
right. Big up to Stephanie. Look at Stephanie's comment, says Papi's hoping like me for the Tortoise United and the Hair City. That's a clever story right there. The story of the hare and the tortoise.
So also, I want to hit on Kenny's comments as well. You know, Everton desperately in need of points. I'm literally concerned for our game. Yeah, and I can understand why. Why we have to be but you know, I don't want to be making excuses actually. So I'm going to stop right there. I'm not making any excuses.
It's a good thing. Remember, Joe, it's a good thing.
We're going in with our game plan. Yeah, we're going in with our game plan. So we should be focused. We should be ready and able to come up against anything at the end of the day. And that's what our team needs to feel like. It shouldn't matter what another team's going through. We should be able to know that our manager and our team are ready for any challenge, and that no matter what, they're getting out there to take on any team and come out with at least a win. Yeah, that's what we need. Yeah, at least a draw or a win, but at least we play simple.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And last thing I want to say about this is that for the neutral, you know, or if you're not really like, you know, there's some people that watch, you know, say Serie A or La Liga, and they're just watching Premier League maybe with just like a neutral eye. It's a very, very, you know, interesting race, because it's like, you know, the 7 teams and 4 spots, you know, and there are 5 spots that we're competing for, and it's just right now a competition where somebody's not running away with it too early. It makes it a very, very, very fun competitive league to watch. Do you remember last season Serie A had a really, was it last season or the season before? There was a time when Serie A top 4 had a merry-go-round as the season goes, and that's exciting. That's what makes football even more, you know, makes you fired up even more. Every game counts even more, and the spectacle and excitement of it just keeps on growing as the season heads towards the end. You know.
Well, I mean, I think that's the good thing about the Premier League anyway, that everybody always said, you know, it's never just a one-horse race. It's not the Bundesliga. It's not the Scottish Premier League, you know, where there's only every season. And that just gets boring, you know what I mean? So hopefully Man City don't turn it into that, and because the way they're going right now, it feels like it. But you know what? Let's see what happens this season. And because like I said, the race is on. The race is on. But Papi,
the race is on. Yes, sir.
Let's get to the next subject, bro. This week, I'm going to let you lead with this one. The bad. What's the bad this week?
Man, the bad is the fact that our boy Jadon, oh Lord, Jadon Sancho, man. The way things are going, brother, let's just look at this from a perspective of, you know, bigger picture, right? This man still hasn't kicked a ball because of a tweet. It all, you know, it's just for me one of those things where I'm like, come on, guys, somebody needs to be the bigger man here and figure this thing out. Because even if you're trying to get yourself out of the club, there's really better ways to do it than just depreciating in form, in sharpness, and just rotting. You're basically just sitting there and rotting every week. You're getting worse and worse and worse. And because you're not, you know, just there's one way to look at things and also say, when we're looking at Man United now, well, one soldier less, you know, because of how this conflict turned out. You know, the way it was just resolved, it was just like such a, I mean, it's not resolved. The way it just turned, you know, the sequence of events as just so for me, it's such a negative, bad thing that we don't need. If Sancho, you wanted to go out, all you could have done was say, Eric, I want to leave in January and play like a player that's trying to be on the shop window and show the world what you can do. You win, we win, and you leave. You know? You know, bro, like sometimes, how long have you held a grudge, Joe? What's the longest grudge? A grudge that started from a tweet.
From a tweet. Listen, I'm not that kind of guy to be on tweets and stuff like that anyway. Yeah, you know me, I don't. A Twitch account just because of this thing, you know. Yeah. So
yeah.
I'm not the biggest on the social media saying anyway. Yeah, but if I hold a grudge, bro, it's a personal grudge, and I can hold a grudge for a long time, innit? Yeah, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to professionalism, yeah, let's be real. This is a job. This is not a thing where he has a grievance with somebody outside of work. This is work situation, yeah, and this is manager talking to him, yeah, telling him that he needs to do better, yeah. Let's think about it seriously. Why are you holding a work grudge for, bro? Right? Let's be real. This doesn't. If you want to work, if you want to play, if you want to be put in the public eye, yeah, this thing has gone south on Sancho. Yeah, I don't think he's realized that it's actually damaging his reputation more by doing what he's doing. Everybody's labeled as the guy that wants to stay home, immature kid that's just staying home playing FIFA now and collecting his pay. Yeah, we don't even want to send him on loan because we're like, bro, you know what? You're not going to apologize to the manager. You want to sit home and play FIFA and then afterwards get put out on loan to another team while we're still paying your wages. Nah, bro. Go or sit at home there because we're already going to be paying your wages, isn't it? So why are we going to put you? Well, why are we going to put you in the shop window so you look better when you're not even giving nothing for us? I mean, the only benefit it has for us is the fact that he might get sold for more. Yeah,
get sold for more than we got him. You say?
No. He's never going to get sold for more than we got him. But the only benefit of him going out on loan to us is that he would be in the shop window. You know what I mean?
So, exactly. Like a loan with an option to buy type of obligation to buy type of deal. You know, that would probably be the best way to just.
Honestly, I think the Italian league would suit him still. Honestly, because he's a slower player, but he's got bursts of speed, and he's an ultra talented kid, and this is why people I think is kind of upset with him because if he put in a little bit more effort and just said sorry for God's sakes. Why can't you say sorry? Don't even have to mean it. Get back out on the pitch. I actually want him to play. I'm a big Sancho fan. That's why I'm so upset with him. Yeah, bro, he actually pissed me off. He pissed me off. I can't lie.
Joe, if you were going to name 5 Man United players that could fit a Ten Hag system, Sancho is somebody that you would put in there and say he's good with the link up. He's good, so got this composure when he's in the box. He's, like when I just look back to, I watched the game. I was there when I met KG at MetLife Stadium in preseason, bro. The guy was playing well. Guy was, one of the standout players for our preseason tour, and you're hoping, of course he was on false 9 position, and there's something that's kind of
when you saw development, bro. That's development. Yeah, at the end of the day, exactly. That the manager was trying to show you. Well, I don't know if he was trying to show us, or maybe trying to show him, or maybe he was just trying to find the best thing that Sancho could do. He's great at link up. Yeah, and the thing is, even if he doesn't play in his natural position, Ten Hag always has players in his team that can play multiple positions, that can always help out where need be. Yeah,
exactly.
Sancho, your talents, you're not the fastest. Yeah, so with the link-up play being an attacking midfielder kind of position, playing that false 9, your talents are probably better suited for these roles. If you know what I mean. And he doesn't. I feel like he doesn't want to step outside of his comfort zone. I don't listen. Actually, let me not put any speculation out there because I'm not in Jadon Sancho's head in it. Because all I want to do is see Jadon Sancho play for Man United. That's actually what I wanted to do. I wanted Man United and Jadon Sancho to come to some sort of agreement and start playing again. But I feel it's long gone past. I don't think
it is. I think Keith Thomas agrees with you in the chat, saying it's too late now to turn back. It's too late to apologize. It's done. So okay. But you said Siri. I feel like maybe he should also consider
what's Dortmund return, maybe
going back to Dortmund, going back to the roots, going back to roots in quotation marks. But it's one of those things where I just it hurts to think that all that talent, all that potential, the guy had double-digit goal involvement, assist in Dortmund, right before coming to us. Where are those double digits? Luan says the ship has sailed. The ship has sailed. Au revoir, Sancho. Few weeks. It's good. It will be in January.
Yeah, it's true. You know what has been said and what has been done has been done.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Look, onwards and upwards, maybe, and maybe we can actually get a price for this guy right now, innit? Hopefully, someone who comes in and just buys him, because I don't want to loan him. Yeah. So it doesn't really benefit us to loan him right now, apart from maybe get his price tag up. But honestly, I would rather just straight up sell him. If he's not going to come back in the team, then let's not look back, innit? There's no way.
Yes, sir.
With that being said, bro, let's get on to the ugly of this week. And my God, is it an ugly one?
It is an ugly one.
We all know.
Financial fair play police said, pull over, Sean Dyche.
Listen, hey, hold on. I said,
don't go anywhere. Not to
Bro, with Everton of all people don't deserve. You know, Everton is like, for me, you know, Joe, it's like that black man. Joe Blackman. It's like that black man who just missed out on his taxes, you know, and then they didn't even send him a little warning letter, a reminder letter. They just like, you know, came in and, you know, tax evasion, we're arresting you. You know, it's just like the worst team. Everton is just like, you know, it's a good team, bro. It's a good Premier League team.
Terrible analogy, bro. That was a terrible analogy. No, why the black man though? Why you
Okay. Not a black man. It's just
don't go anywhere. Not to
No. You brought
it's just okay. Not a black man. Any regular Joe.
Let's bring it back to the black man. I see what you're doing there. Listen,
don't go anywhere. Not to
no. Yeah, all right. Listen, come on. Let me introduce this one, yeah, because let me tell you something. The way I feel about this, yeah, Everton have been done unjustly right now, yeah, because there's no way a sanction should be dropped in the middle of the season. Yes, they can get charged, yeah, and whatever sanctions that are going to be imposed, for me, they should be imposed next season. I mean, if you look back at past cases like Derby County, they got a point deduction before they started their season, and it makes sense. You know, they got convicted the season before, and then you know they knew that they're going to be starting next season with a point deduction, and that's the way it should be. How can you slap somebody with a point deduction right in the middle of the season, especially since, do you know what? Yeah, it was said that the English top flight clubs are only permitted to lose 105 million over 3 years, and the independent commission found Everton's losses to be between 2021 2022. Amounted to 124.5 million. Yeah. Now, this is the reason why they've been slapped with this thing, right? But this investigation was between 2021 and 2022, right? Man City's ones now, right? Oh my God! Man City's ones now were from between 2009 to 2010 and 2017 to 2018 seasons. Outlined by an explosive statement from the Premier League. Yeah, this is a statement from the Mirror, by the way. Yeah, following a 4-year investigation into the club, which has been delayed by legal challenges, the league announced that the alleged breaches have been referred to the commission, with City facing a range of possible punishments if found guilty. Now, they're saying that the punishments could range from deductions to potentially being expelled from the Premier League, although the process has been a lengthy one. Meanwhile, Everton have been hit with a record-breaking point deduction, 10-point deduction. Yeah.
Jesus Lord.
And theirs was only between 2021 and 2022. So what's caused them to act so quickly for Everton and it's taken so long for Man City? Is it just the lawyers? Are their lawyers better? Because they did say it's been a lengthy process due to legal challenges. So I'm guessing them Man City lawyers are them good lawyers there. not like me, the public defender. They got them Owen lawyers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. This is gonna be a good question to ask to the reckless delegates. By the way, what is an appropriate punishment for the frauds, for the cheats, the ones that really deserve be pulled over?
Pav says we want a 30-point deduction. Yeah.
Yo, I feel like that's too soft, Pav. If 10 points for Everton for 1 year, like it's gotta be like we gotta multiply 115 by like 10 for the past 10 years to you know what I mean? It's gotta be 15, like it's gotta be 1150. 1150 points deduction.
Have over 100 charges. Yeah, Everton have 1. Yeah, and they got slapped with 10 deduction. Yeah, we have to be thinking about relegation, no? I'm not being funny. If they get
No.
they're charged with over 100. If they get found guilty of more than 3,
Yeah.
that's already 30 points there as far as I'm concerned, right?
I hear you.
If they're guilty of more than 3, what do we start going into then? Because 30 points is basically, most of your season done. Your season, you're getting relegated anyway. And if it's more than that, then I'm sorry, you should be relegated. You should be relegated, and then even if it's more than 4, you should be slapped with another 10-point deduction starting that season. That's what we should start going into. That's what I'm thinking. And how much more they get charged up, we should just start hitting them down lower and lower. This is why Everton should keep the same energy. I mean, sorry, the commission needs to keep the same energy. Every team. But I believe it's something that you was looking into about it as well, wasn't you?
Yes, there's also, I mean, Chelsea is also another club also that is also, possibly going to be pulled over. It makes me feel like the financial fair play police are not eating donuts anymore. They're actually working, and they are starting with the small cases first, So, but obviously, as we're talking about these clubs, we have to be remember that these cases are all different. They're not precisely like the same breaches by each club. And with City's one, I know it looks like 115, but some of them they are counted to 115 because they're repeated charges. It's the same charge over a couple of seasons. So if the lawyers are able to disprove that and beat that say specific charge, it's actually a big milestone for them. So all these cases are different, and with Chelsea's one, it's actually for, if my research is right, it's about Roman Abramovich's like actions, and right now there's Todd Bowley, who's the owner, and it's like, are you going to punish him for things that happened in the past that he has nothing to do with? Like, he can also plead his case a little bit that way, and it might be heard. Who knows? But it's just one of the things where I just want to just bring up to the discussion and say all these 3 cases are different charges, different breaches.
Of course. I mean, when someone goes to court, the guy next to you, the guy that's going to get convicted before you, brought up on different charges, but you want to have the judge keep the same energy, right? If you get a letter on bail, I want to get a letter on bail. Yeah. True. You understand what I'm saying? Right? And if I'm, listen, the way I feel Everton have been hard done by, right? Yeah. It's actually a travesty. Yeah, because honestly, starting with, have you read this statement that was released by Everton on, I think, yesterday? Have you?
Say that one more time.
Have you seen the statement released by Everton yesterday?
Yes. Matter of fact, I had it open over here, but they are basically, it's for me. There we go. Everton Football Club is both shocked and disappointed by the ruling of the Premier League's commission. The club believes that the commission has imposed a wholly disproportionate and unjust sanction. And the club has already communicated its intention to appeal the decision to the Premier League. The club will also monitor with great interest the decisions made in any other cases concerning the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules. For me, that sounds like
honestly, shots fired. Listen, and that's what I'm saying about make sure they keep the same energy, because if Everton were hit like this right in the middle of the season without any concern for what happens to them this season, no pre-warning, you just, guess what, you're guilty, you're getting hit now, that's it. I'm sorry, then Man City needs to, as soon as they're found guilty, they need to be hit with charges. They need to be hit with their punishment straight away, and make sure that it's effective immediately. Yeah?
Yes, sir. I totally agree with you. Big up to you guys, by the way. If you're just tuning in, this is the good, the bad, the ugly with Joe Blackman and Botswana Papi. And we're going to open up the lines for you guys to chime into this discussion. What do you think is an appropriate punishment for City? What do you think is bad? What do you think about what we said is good? And also, you can also say you're good, bad, ugly as well. You know.
To be fair, I honestly, what I want to hear right now, people, is how you feel about what's happened to Everton. Yeah. Do you feel like it's a just punishment? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel, and also, don't you feel like they acted a little too quickly? Because for me, the way I see it is that it's really funny how Everton get convicted so quickly, but the investigation of Man City has gone on for years and years. Do you know what I mean?
It is. It is.
It's not just financial fair play, it's special treatment up in here. You know what I mean? As long as you got a certain amount of money, I feel like you're almost untouchable. Yeah?
Yes.
Don't be afraid to drop people out just because, what, you think Man City ain't bring you that much viewers? Yeah? Drop them out of the Premier League. Yeah? Drop them out of the Premier League.
Yeah. Get them going. Yeah. I think like the point, you remember how you started with the appropriate thing to do is to also, be consistent with how you're punishing the clubs and the timing of it. If Man City we might hear like a lenient thing where it's like, oh, they are going to get faced that punishment next season. When how come it's not the same energy with Everton? You know what I mean? So it's a little bit of a, for me, it feels like the commission is trying to set a standard, and they need to make sure that they adhere to it.
That's what I'm hoping. That, look, all right, you know what? Maybe we're going to do Everton first, so that everybody can see that what we slap Man City with is not inappropriate. That's what I'm hoping. And then what we slap Chelsea with, you can see that it's not inappropriate. It's exactly what they deserve from past cases. That's what I hope they're trying to prove. That's what I hope that's going to happen anyway. Because if Everton get hit up like this, Man City and Chelsea also need to get hit up in the same way. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Yes, but let's go to our first guest. Let's do it by chronological order. I can never say that word.
Chronological.
Yes, Charles, how you doing, bro? Big up yourself.
I'm good, my G. How's it going?
Not too bad, not too bad.
How are you?
I'm all right. Well, what do we have today? Did you guys talk about our injury issues?
No.
A little bit. Onana and Rashford. Go ahead, brother. How are you feeling about that?
Bro, I don't know. We just can't keep anyone fit. It's getting very worrying. Like our players are dropping like flies. Yeah, seriously, just dropping.
It's a crisis, bro.
Like it really is. Like everybody is getting injured. Like even the goalkeeper. I didn't even know what happened to Onana. I just woke up and I saw that he has an injury to his abductor or something. Like, bro, come on, we just can't catch a break.
Even during international break, bro. Like I think David De Gea said something like somebody cursed us or something like that. Like those words for me now. I'm just
wasn't lying.
Yeah.
Somebody cursed us. Like maybe that Pogba issue was actually like there's some truth there. There's a hyena in Old Trafford, bro. Like it's like it's getting mad serious. Cause
I don't. Oh, can you hear me, Charles?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, your phone was cutting out there a little bit, but you know what? Yeah, the way I see it though is that we do have an injury crisis, but we should have players that are ready to step in by now, don't you think? Like we have players.
Bro, Ten Hag only starts 1-11. Nobody else is ready. Like it is going to be very, very Garnacho is looking raw as hell. Pelistri don't even play, so when he does play, we don't know what we're going to get. Højlund is injured. Now we're back to Martial. We're talking about injury issues here.
There's a perspective though that Bayern Deer could be a blessing in disguise. It's just time to step up. It's he's been waiting his chance, and he's gone. I think he might also had been playing with Turkey, so he won't be like, rough, but it's that thing where the defensive line has not had a chance to build chemistry with this goalkeeper, and it's going to be a little bit, there'll be some adjustment period as well during the first few games, assuming, by the way, that Onana's injury is going to be severe. But how do you feel about the fact that what's his name? Maybe Garnacho is going to now really, really take his chance.
I don't really feel like any. I don't expect much. Like, only one of our forwards has a goal this season, and that is Rashford against Arsenal. Like, I don't expect too much, but I'm hoping for the best. Really, like, that's just it. I am hoping for the best right now. The right wing situation looks like we don't know what's going on, because before it was Garnacho and Rashford. Now, like, are we going back to the Anthony situation? Because if we are, I'm not really here for it. Like, I'm not here for this Anthony situation. If we're putting Bruno on the right too, I'm not here for that either. So,
I feel that. No, honestly. But what about? I think everybody's forgotten about Ahmed. Can we not trust in Ahmed a little bit? Like, we've got to use what we have, innit?
Ahmad isn't going to touch first team grass. He's going to play in the youth setup, and then come January, we're probably going to loan him. Look at what he's doing with Mino, who is even his golden boy. Like, Ahmad isn't touching grass. I don't expect Ahmad to come in and then leapfrog Anthony, Bruno, and then just starting, bro. Pelistri has been here fit. He hasn't leapfrogged anyone. He's just chilling.
Yeah, well, you know what? You never know what's been happening in training, though, innit? And he hasn't leapfrogged, but he has had his opportunities. This is what obviously the manager wants to see, that when he puts people on the pitch, that you take your opportunity. Ahmad, you never know. Maybe when he does use him, because what the manager has shown us, that he will use Pelistri in a couple of matches, yeah, and we didn't think that much of him. So obviously the manager probably didn't think that much of him either.
Yeah,
maybe when Ahmad gets his chance, he takes it. I mean, Ahmad, every time we have seen Ahmad, well, not every time, but Ahmad made a good impact when he first started with Oli, with that backwards header. Yeah. And he came in with energy. So you never know. When he did have his time in the Championship and his time in the Scottish Premier League, maybe he's built up some game that we've not seen yet.
Nah, I feel like Ahmad is a good player, but my own problem is he isn't going to play. It's not a problem of his quality. It's a problem of team selection. Right now, the team isn't even settled at all. Right now, Ten Hag is not... If this guy could say he didn't have his strongest 11 before, now he can sing it to whoever. Because right now, all we have are injuries. Even his golden boy, Rashford, injured. His goalkeeper, injured. His centre-back, Lissandro, injured. Casemiro, injured. Like, right now, Ten Hag can sing about injuries. So, I don't think he's going to upset the first team too much. And I don't even know when Ahmad is coming back per se, but it's kind of like the Scott McTominay situation. There might be a situation where Anthony gets back into the team and just holds it down. He just sticks in there. And then Ten Hag isn't going to be like, let me try Ahmad. Like, bro, again, Pelistri has been on that bench for time. That guy doesn't smell grass. We don't know what's going on in training, but that guy doesn't smell grass.
He's had his opportunities. He just didn't look that good. At the end of the day,
judge somebody off of, like, he doesn't have a run of games. Like, it's stop and start. Then he gets 5 minutes here, 2 minutes there. Like, you can't build. We talk about chemistry. What chemistry is he going to build with anyone on the pitch?
Impress me, innit? Do something.
Big point there, Charles.
Like, he isn't going to do anything. All we're hoping for is he just has a moment. That's literally all you're asking for. Have a moment. Like, just be at the right place at the right time, score, and then next thing you know, we say he's the second coming. But that's not what it is. Like, give him 5 games. Let's see what he is about. If he is shit, then bro, he's shit. Take him out. We've given Anthony a run of, I don't know, at this point, it feels like 2 million games, and he has been continually rubbish. We know what Anthony is, but we can't really say that for Pellistri or the other man them. We just don't know.
But you know what? Maybe the manager's happy with what he's giving at the moment because he gives more than them. Maybe that's what the problem is, isn't it? But look, Charles, thank you, bro, for being the first caller. Big up yourself, bro. Always good to hear from you, man.
Appreciate it. See you guys.
Enjoy your rest of your Saturday, Charles.
Let me to cut you off there. But bye.
Yeah.
No, you meant to cut him off. It's the sin bin culture.
No, I'm sorry. I actually did it, Charles. Sorry, but I'm not going to.
The respectable sin bin. Charles raised some good points, bro. I actually also feel like we have to mention the fact that we have a new head of medical. Our medical department has got a new guy, Gary O'Driscoll, I believe his name. He used to work at Arsenal, but he comes with a wealth of experience. And I think I was just like feeling like Charles being like, there's something wrong. There's some bully going on at Man United with yeah, bro. It's the injuries are just like, there's a reckless delegate in here who needs to repent. Please go repent because our club is in an injury crisis. Somebody in here, we're being punished for some sins, bro. Anyway, let's bring the next person in, brother.
Who should we go to next? You know what? Let's hear from the man himself. Everybody knows him.
Hey, what's up, man?
What are you saying, bro? Can you hear us?
I'm good, man. I want to carry on for where Charles actually just finished. I was going to start with Everton, City, and Chelsea, but I'll leave that to the end.
Go ahead.
The Onana thing. I read on there it says something about an adductor injury or something. I think that's something to do in the hip. But it'll be good to see the other guy play because we've all been saying, like, we've all been criticizing Onana, but hopefully the guy could come in and save goals. But it doesn't matter anyway because we leak in goals regardless. So having Onana not in goal doesn't really make a difference. And Rashford as well. The man scored one goal for us. He's not really going to be a miss for us. We're not scoring goals anyway. And I watched him in that England game yesterday. And he was trash. Out of all them players, up until he got injured, he was the worst player on the pitch, even worse than the Malta players. And I couldn't believe he was starting yesterday over someone like Grealish or Bowen as well. Just like, I was just looking at this guy, I was like, mate, you're rubbish, man.
Maybe that's indicator. Maybe that's indicator of where the manager, where even the England manager thinks he is. Isn't it? He didn't need to put on his stars. He just put on Rashford. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly, man. He's just protecting. He's probably protecting the decent players and stuff like that. But nah, like obviously, I don't know who's gonna be available for us come next weekend. But who have we got again? Is it Everton?
Everton first.
Yeah, I mean, with what's going on with them, bro, like they could be up for it as well. You never know, innit?
They definitely will be up for it, 100%.
Now, talking about Everton, you put on my thing, saying 30 points for City, bruv. Now I meant 30 points for Everton, bruv, not City.
Oh, okay.
Bruv, what's happened to Everton? What's happened to Everton couldn't have happened to a nicer club. I still remember when you man trashed Ronaldo, bro. When we lost to you, you man were dashing your phones at Ronaldo, throwing things at our players and stuff. All that, bro. I remember, bro. You man deserve this. I hope you go down, bro. You man are scrubs. Your fan base are a bunch of scrubs. Your club is a scrubby club. Bro, you man deserve this. Bro, this is the happiest I've been in a long time, bro. About football, is seeing these man getting a point deduction. The only thing that I'm not happy about that it's not 30 points, bruv. I swear to God, it couldn't have happened to a nicer club. I was happy when they got a point deduction, bruv. I hope you get relegated, man. You little scrubs.
Okay, what about Man City?
As a fan base, you man are scrubs, bruv. And that little kid who tried to take Ronaldo to court, hold that, you little scrub. And your mum, hold that. Oh, scrubs. You little scrubs.
Fam. What about Man City? What's an appropriate charge for Man City?
Hey, listen, with the Man City, bro, I put them back in the Conference League, bro. That's where they belong. We know you cheated, bruv. And the way that your owners have been moving, bruv, like trying to blackmail the government into getting you out of this mess, bruv. And if it happens, we know why. Because the government have intervened. But you, man, deserve to be in the Conference League. That's where you lot should be. We know you financial dopes. Don't even try to tell us that you haven't, because you did. Whether you bust case or not, we know the truth, blood.
We know.
Big up,
And
bro.
like with Chelsea, Chelsea, look, like the new owners come in, you could say that they might not have had a time to do their due diligence because obviously they had a time schedule to buy the club, innit?
Mm-hmm.
But like Abramovich, bro, we knew that this guy was like cooking some sort of like, doing a sly, taking people out to his yachts, little brown paper bag payments. Bro, we knew this stuff, but obviously the Premier League back then, bro, they didn't care, bro. That's why City did what they were doing. No one cared, but now, like, things are coming out, people are leaking emails. Like, someone who used to work for Chelsea leaked what Abramovich was doing, and now their new owners are like basically confessing to things that happened in the past. But they'll probably get a fine at most. They might get a slight point deduction. I don't think nothing massive will happen to them because of new owners, innit? But yeah, you lot have got a whole corn as well, bro. Can't get away with it. I don't care. You got new owners, but you got to hold some sort of corn,
100.
man. But Everton
100.
and City, bruv, hold that. I swear to God, yeah, if City get relegated, yeah, I'm gonna tell KG, yeah, the man needs to host a party for us reckless delegates. We need to meet up, yeah, bruv. I'll put a grand behind the bar, bruv, open bar, bruv, and we're gonna celebrate. I don't care, bro. Get these man back into the Conference League, bruv. Start again.
I'm
That's where
flying
you
in.
should be. And I want my titles, bruv. I want my titles.
Yeah,
Jose Mourinho, Ollie, I want the titles for them, bruv. I don't care. I want them.
Yeah,
Oli is a winning manager, title winning manager, you know.
so they never won nothing. You know what I mean?
Bruv, I want the titles. I want the FA Cups, any FA Cups, Carabao
Everything.
Cups. I want them all, bruv. I want the UCL titles from Barcelona as well, bruv, for Fergie, yeah? I want them all, bruv. I don't care. I'm shameless, bruv. I want them. I want them titles, all of them.
Big up, bro. That's
You're the man. I swear to God, Pav is the best, bro. And it's true what you're saying, though. Take everything. I want every single title they won. Make sure they leave with nothing.
strip them all.
Erase from the history records. Yeah.
but
Only remembers the winners, you know. Honestly, if they get relegated, yeah, if they get relegated and the titles get stripped of them, it's almost like they're getting erased from history. What you did means nothing.
The thing about it though is like it's if we get a that correcting history, it doesn't feel the same though, Joe. Like like getting a like celebrating like a title from that we should have won. You know what I mean? But
we don't have to celebrate it, but we can use it to laugh at them. Yeah, one of them there. We can say, "Ha, you got nothing."
Fair point. I hear that.
So that would be the biggest punishment for them, especially because Pep's name would be tarnished. Honestly, I think somebody said it last night on your show that if you see Pep handing in his resignation, then you know that something's coming their way soon.
Exactly. Yeah, he did a very good job of like washing his hands. Said I tried to make sure that for me as the manager, like I asked, are these things true? And I'm convinced none of this is true. And he says at that moment I walk away. Like he said something like that in one of his press conferences, and I was like, okay, Guardiola, Saint Guardiola.
Do you know what? Funny enough, I was about to bring in Sashiv, but he just jumped out. So on to the man that's been waiting for a little while still, Mr. John Morgan. How you doing, bro?
Hey, my bra.
Essay in the house.
Hey.
Yo, listening to Pav, I realized how much I hate City, and how much I actually hate them because of what they did. To buy remember when they became rich, they bought 9 strikers.
Yeah.
Santa Cruz, Robinho, and nobody knew what was going on. Everyone was
Yeah.
just like, nah, they can do this. So I'm actually glad that you said it perfectly earlier with the precedent that was set now with Everton. They have to keep the same energy, even if some of the
100%.
charges is like minuscule. Fair enough, like give them what's due, okay. But for the charges that is actually charges, and we can all see with our own eyes, we don't even need to see the books. We can actually see what that this is not right. Um, the due is the due, and we need to keep that same precedent that was set now, because what you do for Everton, you can't do for. I mean, what you do for Everton, you must do for City. You can't have chalk and cheese. So that's the whole points deduction. I was actually quite surprised, but I also think that Everton getting this points deduction in this season is actually a blessing in disguise, because if you look at the teams, Luton, Burnley, um, Burnley, what's the other team? Bournemouth. They're not we getting points, so they got 10 points deducted, but they're not even lost. And we one win, and they back
Out of the relegation zone. Yep. Yeah.
exactly.
That's
So
true.
when they put out that tweet, it was like a cheeky, okay, we'll take it. But they have good players and they have a good manager, and I think that they will be fine. They really dodged the bullet, because I mean, with better teams in the league, I'm sure they would have gotten relegated. So maybe you never know. They might be in a good position end of the season, and they can say, well, the points deduction in finishing 15th, finishing 16th, isn't that bad of a season?
You know what? I never really looked at it like that, because I always thought that it might be better to know what you're walking into rather than being slapped with it halfway through the season. I mean, but that's a good way to look at it, because it's not like Everton were doing that bad. Yeah. So now that you got hit with the 10 points, now it's kind of easier for them to get. And there was some good momentum at the time as well. They won their last few games, so this could just keep the momentum going. They've given them another charge of energy just to like maybe come and bust us up,
We've got there's new manager bounce now. There's going to be new charge bounce.
Look at City last season. Last season, the 115 charges came out, and all of a sudden they got into a groove, and they said, "Okay, we're gonna win the league now." And that's when actually the momentum started.
Yeah.
So we might be in for a very tough season, a tough game, and then Everton might be in for a very good season. And I mean, their fans can be like, with all the chest saying, "Yeah, we got 10 points deducted, but we still didn't get relegated," giving it the big one. So you never know. For me, you never know where it can lead. But I mean, Burnley is not winning. Luton is not winning. Not getting points. Sheffield United is not good enough. So there's a lot of teams that is kind of like Wolves is up and down. Yeah. So
John, do you
this season? They're not getting relegated. Everton are not getting relegated this season.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough. But I was gonna ask you, John, what are your hopes for top four? Are you feeling like we can squeeze in?
Let me tell you, puppy.
Yeah.
I said yesterday, I think it was yesterday. I said yesterday that the worst is over. Sorry, man, let me just take this off. I said yesterday the worst is over, because I thought, you know what, in players coming back, we shouldn't get more injuries, because I mean, 11 injuries or 15 injuries in a season is mad over the whole season. It's not even December yet, and we have almost 20. So I thought, the players are going to come back. We're going to get players back. We're going to get some momentum. We're winning games. We're not playing well. So we find ourselves 7 points off. I think it's 6 or 7 points off top four, or 7 points of the top, and then 4 points of City, or 5 points of the top four, something like that. So I thought, go on a good run, like Joe said, get 9 points out of 4. I'm really hoping. I don't want draws really. I want to keep the wins going. So maybe get 4 out of 4, perfect world, or get 3 out of 4, 9 points against Chelsea, against Newcastle. That's a good run of games. Going to the Liverpool game, fresh mindset, win that derby, and then we 4 out of 5. All of a sudden, you're in the top 4.
Yeah.
So for me, if Onana didn't get injured, because a lot of our game rests on Onana, because we don't have Martinez, right? And what I've realized is that without a ball playing goalkeeper, all of a sudden Harry Maguire gets exposed Johnny Evans gets exposed.
Mhm.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka is going to be required more now. Most of the time, the wing backs push up, and the goalkeeper can kick the ball, pick the ball to the wingers. And now all of a sudden you don't have that.
Mhm.
So, fam, I am nervous because not only Rashford was our goal scorer, and him not being on form is testament to why we only have, I think, 13 goals in the season. And that's why even if he's bad, he'll play, because even if Rashford's terrible, he will score a goal. It's not been happening this season, but that's what he proved last season. So him not being there, and now number one, who's a ball playing keeper, not being there. Oh,
It's
now it's peak.
Yeah,
All of
but
a
you never
sudden-
know. You know what? People need to show some faith in this kid. You know what? At the end of the day, the man bought him and sold the other one for a reason. Maybe this guy's got something that the other one didn't. Yeah,
That's true. And also, you don't come with the expectation. Like this guy that's gonna, I think his name is Balndia. He's not coming with the expectation of being number one, man. He's just coming in with a fuller role. So even if he makes mistakes, or even if he doesn't do the job, he can't be blamed because Onan is the main guy. That's what I see it. So that might be a blessing in disguise for him, because, as you know, wearing a goalkeeper sweater for United is
At the
difficult.
end of the day, at the start of the season, we were screaming out for him to be used. Use a different goalkeeper. Yeah, but now he's getting his chance. Everybody's getting nervous. Give the boy a chance, innit?
No. To be fair, Joe, I wasn't one of those guys screaming because I heard someone say that this guy is terrible.
You can't go there, bro.
Don't go through it. Don't go through it. But I wish I heard it.
You can't believe everything you hear, bro. You got to look with your own.
You gotta use your own eyes, yeah.
True.
Bro, bring up yourself, yeah, John.
Yes, bro.
Okay,
Big up, John.
honestly, man. I think with buying there, I think everybody needs to just like, if he's needed, because this hip injury from Onana might not be so bad.
Yeah.
If it's so bad, how much games is he really going to get to play in anyway? Maybe he gets a run of 1 or 2 games, and all we need to see is someone that can really stop shots well, because our back four have been proven to be reliable to a point. Do you know what I mean? We're starting to see some cohesion in the back line. Midfield really needs working on our front three, innit? Our midfield and our front three is what really needs working on. Our defense front is getting stronger.
I hear what you're saying. I'll take you back to preseason. Are you taking Tom Heaton or Bayende?
I don't know Bayende. I'm not going to lie to you and say like I know his skills. Yeah, but I can't. You know what? I can't even answer that question. And if I have to answer it, I'll probably just say Bayende, because I already know what Tom Heaton plays like. Yeah, and test it.
Is Tom Heaton bad, by the way? For me, I've seen a few.
It's not bad. It's not like he's a rubbish keeper. It's not rubbish, isn't it? But he knows he's the number 2 goalkeeper or number 3 goalkeeper because of his age, and he's not the most agile of goalkeepers. You know what I mean? He's like a all-rounder. He doesn't really kick so well. He saves the ball standardly, but he's a good goalkeeper. He's a standard goalkeeper. Standard goalkeeper to have as a backup, and he'll do the job. Simple. Yeah. Nothing too exciting. Like Onana comes out, he's a risk factor, but the risk comes with the rewards of the passing out the ball. Tom Heaton hasn't got no caveats like that. Yeah, he's just a standard goalkeeper who'll do the job. I respect that.
I hear it. Big up to you, by the way, if you just tuned in. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so yet. It's the good, the bad, the ugly. Let's go. Who's next?
We got 2 callers left. I'm gonna go to Mark, and I'm gonna end on Uncle. Uncle's in here. Yeah, I'm gonna end on Uncle. Yeah,
Uncle.
Mark, Mark, what you saying, bro?
Hey.
Good. Thanks for having me, guys. What's going on? Not much to be said after those guys, bro. It's a hard follow for Pav, and big up to JP, and big up to the guy before. Everyone has their opinions on it. It's going to be different. You know what I mean? I'm a fan that's like, I'm also kind of concerned about the injuries, but at the same time, contrary to what the guy was saying first, I think it gives him an excuse now to rotate. Sometimes in teams, like I don't think it's always standard. You could just shift out players when you want them to. You know what I mean? And as an employer, you have to pick your battles. You already tried to force out 2 players. They didn't get forced out. They didn't get sold by the club. and you can't just force out now the poster boy of the club. It's going to be tough. You know what I mean? Even if he's not performing well, he's still the poster boy. Like everyone keeps saying, he has 40 GA last season. You know what I mean? But the guy is mad inconsistent at the same time. So in a way, it's like he's a forward, but we're like considering that the forward line isn't scoring goals when we're supposed to have two wingers and one forward in our team. You know what I mean? So it's kind of different. The winger should be getting assists. The forward needs to be getting goals. You know, if anyone else should be contributing with goals, it's Bruno. If a winger gets a goal, it's a bonus for me, if you understand what I'm saying. Because the standard for a winger is at least 10 to 15 assists a season. Because then you know your forward is getting goals and he's getting a supply. So I think we shifted away from having three forwards that all score goals, and we're trying to shift to one forward who's scoring the bulk of goals and the rest of the players chipping in with goals around him, more getting assists to him. So I think it's a different system. I think that the whole stylistic of the team has to change. I think we have to give it time. He might be picking more players more than others consistently, but that's now. That's in the now. You know what I mean? Like there's like 20 games left in the season in just the PL, right? If we're just talking in the PL, sure, our forward hasn't scored any goals yet, but he's had like about 4 or 5 goals disallowed. We're not saying that it may have been controversial or not for all of them, but at the same time, he has 5 goals in the Champions League, so he has to be doing something right. You know what I mean? Maybe the guys are just up for the UCL more than the PL this season. Who knows? But at the end of the day, it's like we got to just consider that the team is evolving as the season go along. Like, you know, I was also like the last caller hoping that since we're getting players back, it's just going to be built from that, get stronger and pick up a rhythm. Now, Onana is injured. Højlund is possibly injured, but he didn't go to Denmark to play football, so he's resting. So you never know if he might return. I'm like, play by in there, because even though Onana might not be seriously injured, you don't want to aggravate it. So let him rest. And plus, we have to prepare for Onana going to the AFCON in January anyway. That's 6 to 7 games. He's not going to be here. So shot at people getting in a little rhythm. I mean, against a team like Everton, they're not like the most threatening team in attack. They got good players, yes, but it's one of the games where you could afford a goalie change or a defensive change, because they're not like that super expansive attacking team. It's Sean Dyche. You know what I mean? So at the same time, you gotta look at it from the perspective in context. Sure, our team is not playing well. We're 5 points up, top 4. We could get better. Other teams will pick up injuries. Every single team has to play each other twice. So we could still rack up some points if we get better. And I'm looking at the positive prospect that we've seen more patterns of play consistently. We've seen the team creating more and more chances. I'm just hoping we could get more clinical, because if we get more clinical, then we get more goals.
So Mark, where do you think we'll end up at the end of the season? What number? What position?
I'm hoping for top 4, to be fair, but I won't be too disappointed if we finish 5th or 6th. I mean, I can't realistically say that we're out of top 4 contention entirely, because as we've seen last season, we are at the same amount of points and we came 3rd. And people could say Chelsea fell off. People could say Liverpool fell off. That's not our problem. Football is football. The team on the day has to play. If you're not performing well, you lose. It's simple as that. There's no excuse for that. You know what I mean? So when you make excuses for them falling off, maybe you could make an excuse this season that we've fallen off. That's why Spurs are in the top 4 right now. I'm just saying it works both ways.
There you go. Hey, Mark, big up yourself, bro. That was a great call. Hey, listen, it's true what he's saying, though, you know. Look, people do. Look, I've been saying this from the very beginning. Stop being so excited, people. Yeah. And I think I said on it earlier. The table does not reflect what the performances that we've been putting in doesn't actually reflect the table, really, because when you look at it, we're actually really close to being back in not just the top 4 race. Like, if you can't say start falling off. If Man City drop points and Liverpool drop points, if the top 3 drop any points, Tottenham, Aston Villa, and we are chasing them. Now, we could be talking something else, which I don't want to say. We could be in a title charge.
I know. Oh my God! Do not even go there.
Honestly, big up yourself, Mark, though, man.
Sin be yourself for saying that word right now. You don't like where we are, Joe. Joe Jinx, man. Exactly, Matt. Exactly. What? We are not even like top 5 yet, and he's saying that word. He's moving like Troy Superstar for some reason. Big up, Shay.
Smash the like button, people.
Yes, smash the like button. How you doing, Shay?
Good.
What's good? What's bad? What's ugly, Shay? You an Arsenal fan, I believe, right?
Yes.
Nah, Joe, you can come back. It's okay. This show is actually for everybody. It's not just a Man United show, by the way.
Exactly.
Like Everton. It's everybody's welcome here. Every fan, Arsenal, Chelsea, all you haters can come and come chat to us. It's fine.
Yeah.
What's going on, bro?
There's some news
for this week.
Like Everton dropped points yesterday. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did I hear that? That's what we're talking about, bro.
How do you feel about it, Shay?
Happy.
What punishment do you want for Man City, Shay?
They're to drop more points.
No, but like, how many? How many points?
7.
7?
Or 8. 10.
Shay.
Sinbin, He must be trolling.
Yes.
Get the hell out of here, man.
Let's hear Uncle. Legend, Jay. You're a legend. Uncle!
That last caller that called in, it's too early to be in the beer parlor. I know it's a weekend, but it is too early to be drunk.
It's too
Especially
early.
when you're drunk on Monster Energy drink. You're wondering what is the alcohol content of Monster.
My favorite part was Uncle. My favorite part was he's like, "Did you hear that Everton got deducted points?"
Slow sports news. Slow sports news. That is what he is.
He's listening to us as well, so I know he's trolling. He must be trolling.
No. He's having fun. He's a legend, Shay. How are you, Uncle?
Well, it's the start to another weekend, so we do the weekend things,
Yeah.
No longer a stressful week. Mr. Joe Blackman, before I address the matter on hand, can you adjust the screen resolution from portrait to landscape? There's something I want to show you.
Okay.
You're a bad boy. What is that going on at your background? Why is that tongue licking the whole Alex Ferguson?
Right.
Why do you have a tongue licking Alex Ferguson? You're a bad boy.
Bad boy.
Mr. Ferguson is a man that has served the club and has decided to just relax and enjoy the rest of his years. And there you have a big tongue licking the man.
Barcelona actually. He's on the Barcelona.
Just imagine. What is that?
The blasphemy.
That is fornication live on TV.
It's bad and ugly, Joe.
Hey, listen. Alex Ferguson have a good time too, Listen, look after the man. Hey, come on now.
What do you want his family to say? What are you trying to introduce him to? What kind of lifestyle do you want the man to? He may be taken care of by.
It's like tucking your shirt.
Better. Now we are talking. Now we are talking. Much better.
You can't move Alex Ferguson, so the pitcher has to go in it. Yeah, you can't move Alex.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Good decision. To Everton, I saw the statement they released yesterday. We've seen Everton move mad in the markets. They have made so many terrible signings. They knew this was coming. It's not they are trying to pretend like they're innocent. Yeah, the forefathers would say that a man who sleeps with an itchy anus would wake up with smelly fingers. You know, there is more than enough evidence to show what the rules that Everton has broken. They shouldn't try to act innocent. So we saw all the mad signings that we're making. You know,
It's true though. It's true.
Exactly. But regarding Man City, I think it's just a matter of the quantity of the acquisitions. You know, if a man swallows a tomato and another one swallows a watermelon, their anuses would have different. Would experience different levels of difficulty when they go to use the top bathroom. So I think Man City's own is more a thing of when.
Oh Jesus!
It's too early, Uncle. It's too early.
It's a matter of when. Eventually, they would. If Everton can get 10 points deduction, I think Man City will. They will get demoted and go back to whatever name they were called before Man City. In fact, they will sell their stadium and move them back to a regular Sunday league pitch. You know, so let us give the FA time to make the decisions. You know, for Man City, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. You know, not if.
Uncle,
our injury issues. So finally, my brother, like somebody said, I don't know if there is a hyena that is that has been planted at the Old Trafford. I can't remember planting one. So I don't know if anybody planted the hyena or buried the hyena. I can't remember doing it.
So what do you think, Uncle, we need to do to undo this curse, this hyena? Like, if we can't dig out the hyena, what else can we do? You know.
Our forefathers would say that he who decides to grow a long teeth must also grow big lips to cover them. You know, if we are having this injury crisis, should have been a matter of getting a good squad, so that when players fall by the wayside, you have good placements to come in. But we don't have big lips as a club. We have the tiniest lips for the biggest teeth, and that's what we are suffering from.
Ronaldinho settings, is that what you're saying, Uncle? Ronaldinho settings.
The barest Ronaldinho settings, you know, even if the lips are adjusted for inflation, they will still not be inflated enough to cover the teeth. So I don't know what the solution is. Let us just rely on vibes and inshallah at this point, and hope that our forefathers will come through for us. You know, hopefully our former players who have gone to the great beyond will look down from above and have pity on us.
Please.
You know, because the way it's going with what Everton is going through in Nigeria, they will say they will flog you woto.
Oh, Lord. What does Woto mean?
Woto.
What does it mean?
Like a criminal, like a criminal that committed the maximum offense in Lagos. They will flog you like there's no tomorrow. Whatever future ambition you had, they will flog out that future ambition from you. You will have no future and no ambition. So I hope that is not what's coming for Man United after the international break. Mind you, if you've looked at our schedule, you will see that we have 3 matches in 6 days. We have on Sunday, then we have on Wednesday, then we have on Saturday. 3 matches in a week. And with the injuries we are having, our players playing 3 matches in a week without getting proper rest. My brother,
It's not looking
we might end that week saying, to God be the glory. So that is my contribution.
Uncle,
I'm tired. My profile picture says it clearly. I'm tired. I don't know what to do. I'm tired.
Uncle is fatigued. Uncle can't take it anymore.
Oh my God!
Wow! Big up, Uncle. The forefathers, the reckless forefathers, said too many things. About lips, about anus. It was just too much.
But I am trying. Uncle is a legend. Anytime Uncle comes up, Oh Jesus! But how can you follow that? I just want to end the stream now because that was amazing. I'm going to try and squeeze in a couple more, guys. We're going to have to make this quick, though, yeah, because we've gone past the hour mark. So we're going to bring in Chelsea Dan, then Omoso, and then we're going to end the show, okay? And that's it. No more callers. No more.
All right.
Yeah? Chelsea Dan! man, just got out of the shower. See that?
The police are coming for you, Chelsea Dan. Financial fair play police.
Hey, look, he had that licking tears on his background, drinking all them old traffic stadium. Like all the tears away from United, yeah? Is it, Joe?
What's wrong with that? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
There was never any tears when he was here.
I thought when you had that licking shirt, yeah, it was licking all the dog mud off the shirt, like all the poo off the
Chelsea Dan.
No, nice talking to you. Thank you. You made my time a lot quicker. I did want to get through this a little quicker, so thank you.
Big up, Chelsea Dan. Big up to you.
How dare you? And you're not coming back. Don't even think about it.
Bring it, Omo.
Yo, Omo, what's your name, bro?
Yo, what's up? You see how Chelsea then got relegated? Yeah, that's gonna happen in real life. Yes. I want the worst. I want the worst for all cheaters. I had some through the Glazers. Nah, they gotta go through the worst. There's one the Glazers will not do, and that is cheat. They'll bleed us dry, but not cheat. Nah, they gotta go through the worst. Like
for real,
Man City and Chelsea gotta go to Division 3. Just keep multiplying. Just keep taking away the points. Don't let them go to division. Don't let them go to Championship. Don't let them go to Division 1. Just keep going down as low as you can possibly go until the charges reach 0. These cheating ass. How can you cheat? How can you say you have all this revenue with what people? With what fans? Listen, I am tired of them. And also about Everton, they deserve it. You know what you did. Come on, we all know what you did. We're like, hey, how you got their players? This is not you. You're not built like this. For what money? We didn't pay that much for Lady. How you get all these other players? Listen, they gotta go through the old punishment, and I'm loving it too. I'm happy.
And Chelsea.
And City. And anybody else that's hiding, they're coming. They come. You can't hide forever. You cannot hide forever. On our players being injured. Listen, there's a reason why Alex Ferguson never had an African player in the starting 11. Because he doesn't want them to go to AFCON.
Because
he doesn't want them to go to AFCON.
This is an allegation that I don't know if I should.
Listen. The other person that played as a sub was Jamba Jamba and Christian Fortune. Do the research. Do the research. And also, I don't like my players going for international duty because they come back injured. They come back injured and broken. Now we have Banana injured, and now we have potentially maybe Rashford injured. That's it. I'm tired of international duty. Just when it's not international, just stay at home. You don't have to go nowhere. All this traveling, play for a country. Listen, I understand. When it's time for the Euros, go to the Euros. Don't go for any qualifying match. You're wasting your time. And thank God Dalot didn't play this time.
How are you going to qualify if they don't go, bro?
Listen, I don't know. Use some kind of magic. Yeah, listen, they got to do some kind of magic.
Yeah, chat shit. That don't make no sense, man. How are you going to qualify if they don't go, blood? You're just going to rely on the dead players that just not getting selected in the first place. What kind of thing is that?
And Omar with the allegation of Alex Ferguson.
No, that made no sense. But anyway, big up to you, Omar. Enough love, bro. Listen, that was a good show. Still,
yeah, man. I was just disappointed that Chelsea didn't was on. I wanted to actually hear the perspective of just from a Chelsea perspective.
I did. But then he came in with
he came in with. We'll hear from him next week because I'm sure
he gets his head on next time. We do want to hear from Chelsea fans, Arsenal fans, any fans of any team really. Whatever we're talking about, pull up. Everton fans, especially if we had one in the house today, it'd have been nice to have heard from an Everton fan. So please, don't be afraid to pull up if you're an enemy. If you're up, we will speak to all players and we'll give you time. It's not always going to be a sin bin straight away. Trust me, this is not just a Man United centered show. So guys, thanks for pulling up today, man. It's been a great show, actually. I really enjoyed today's show. Everybody's opinions were good, and we covered everything quite nicely, I think. What do you think, Pop?
Yeah. And I'll just say big shout out to everybody, not only the people that just that called, but the people that were commenting as well. Luan, we see you. Araya, Duklon, Berserker, Lil Yo-Yo, always, big up to everybody. Exactly. Matt as well. So big up to you guys. For real. Eddie, always a reckless delegate as well. And make sure you hit the like button, by the way, and subscribe if you haven't done so. We've been co-streaming I was actually streaming to my channel as well, and I believe Mark was also streaming to his channel. So support all the channels, guys. And Joe's, you want to plug in Backhand Entertainment as well. Make sure you go check it out as well as Joe's channel. We'll be talking about a lot of non-football related stuff. And
actually, if you guys go to my channel, you can see a video that we did on, well, you could call it Thursday night or Friday morning. Talking about some Will Smith entanglements, but go over there to watch that.
Oh my God!
Go over there to watch that. But yeah, but guys, pick up yourselves. And Plappy, you want to plug your thing?
Yeah. Football Power Hour. Make sure you check that. That's my channel too. Every Friday we play a quiz. So, pull up to that. Let's play a quiz and hang out with other reckless delegates. Big up, guys. We really, I enjoyed today's show so much.
Really good show, man. Guys, thank you once again. And you know what? Stay blessed and have a good weekend. And hopefully everybody just shares a little love with each other this weekend, innit? Yeah. Peace out, people.
Bye.